Two companies, 6 shipments, and $330,500 in proposed civil penalties for alleged violations of the US Hazardous Materials Regulations. What went wrong? In this video, we're going to talk about two businesses in two different industries who each ran into a seemingly simple problem. They needed to move stuff from one place to another. But with one minor complication, the stuff that needed moving contained lithium-ion batteries. What happened next, and the mistakes that were allegedly made, led US FAA to propose massive civil penalties and accuse both companies of non-compliance with a laundry list of requirements for shipping hazardous materials. I want to review the allegations and highlight key differences between the two cases to shed some light on why one company faces a penalty of about $70,000 and the other could be on the hook for nearly 4 times that amount, $260,000. Before I get into details that FAA provided, any violations discussed here are alleged only at this time. That means FAA believes that violations probably happened. They've notified the shipper about the allegations, and they propose a civil penalty to resolve the alleged non-compliance. Once a shipper receives a notice of probable violation, they have 30 days to respond and have 3 options for responding. Admit the violation and pay the penalty. Contact the agency to provide information or context that explains your situation, or request a formal hearing to hash things out in front of a judge. Now let's compare the two hazmat enforcement cases. If you find this kind of video informative or interesting, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more like this. We can start with the cargo. FAA alleges that one company, Company A, offered 3 shipments of between 2,000 and 3,000 cell phones, and the other company offered 3 shipments of battery packs. Battery packs describe things like power banks or mobile chargers. The cell phones Company A shipped were each packaged with a battery installed in the device. US and international transportation regulations classify this as UN 3481 lithium-ion batteries contained in equipment. That's regulated as a Class 9 hazardous material. The battery packs or power banks shipped by Company B are treated differently. Because they have the primary function of providing power to another piece of equipment, these are considered batteries. They're classified as UN 3480 lithium-ion batteries, also a Class 9 material, but these shipments are subject to stricter regulation than lithium-ion batteries that are shipped in the equipment they're meant to power. We'll talk about why. Both companies allegedly offered non-compliant shipments for transportation by aircraft. In a press release, FAA tells us that Company A's shipments of cell phones allegedly violated the regulations because they were not properly classed, described, packaged, marked, labeled, or in proper condition for shipment. FAA also says the shipper failed to provide the required emergency response information and proposed a civil penalty of $70,500. That's no small chunk of change. It looks small though, next to the penalty FAA proposed for Company B. This one starts the same way. FAA says Company B's shipments of battery packs were not properly classed, described, packaged, marked, labeled, or in proper condition for shipment, and that, like Company A, Company B did not provide the required emergency response information. But there's more. FAA also alleges that the battery packs shipped by Company B were not accompanied by the required shipping paperwork, and that the state of charge of the lithium-ion batteries exceeded 30% of their rated capacity. The point about state of charge is especially significant. US and international regulations for air shipments include a requirement that lithium batteries meeting certain criteria be shipped at no more than 30% charge. That's because research has shown that transporting lithium batteries at a lower state of charge can reduce the risk of thermal runaway and fires. Unfortunately, according to FAA, employees at a package sorting facility discovered one of Company B's packages smoking with a hole burned through it. So 2 companies offered 3 shipments each, all for air transportation and all containing lithium-ion batteries. Both allegedly violated US and international requirements by offering undeclared hazardous materials. So why is one penalty so much larger than the other? Well, FAA considers a lot of different factors when assessing civil penalties, but here's what we know. Compared to lithium-ion batteries installed in cell phones, Company B's shipments of battery packs pose a greater potential hazard in transportation, both because the battery packs hold more energy and because they're not protected from damage or short circuit. So while both companies allegedly overlooked their compliance responsibilities, Company B had more responsibilities to overlook. like the requirement to provide shipping papers and the limit on state of charge. For both companies, it could be worse. The maximum civil penalty for hazmat shipping violations now sits above $100,000 per day per violation, and it increases every year to match inflation. That's not counting civil violations that result in someone being hurt or in property damage or worse, which carry even larger fines. In the case that involved a battery pack igniting during transportation and burning a hole in a package, we're not far off from that. If that fire had occurred in the cargo hold of an aircraft, we could be talking about a total disaster and a loss of life. If you have questions about shipping lithium batteries by air or by highway, rail, or vessel, check out the links in the video description for more lithium battery videos, details about recent regulatory updates, and a cheat sheet about the 30% state of charge regulation. For comprehensive hazmat training required to ship lithium batteries and comply with US DOT and international regulations, visit lion.com/lithium. Browse upcoming live webinars led by Lion instructors, or find self-paced online training like the Shipping Lithium Batteries online course or the Shipping Accepted Lithium Batteries online course. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. I'll see you in the next one.